Hey everyone, it's Nico with Legacy Realty, your neighborhood realtor. Today's not Tuesday, but what I do want to do today is go and give you a monthly market update. So every single month, the Denver Metro Association of Realtors puts out a monthly market update. And what it is it's just a deep dive into what is going on in the Denver metro market. But these numbers and this deep dive, what they do is that they really affect buyers and sellers and real estate investors. And so the question is, how do these numbers affect buyers, affect sellers, affect real estate investors, and what does this mean for the Denver metro market in the future? So what I want to do is I want to break that all down. And before I get into this month's market report, I want to recap what last month's big idea was. And last month was looking at October. And the big idea for the monthly market report in October was that as we were heading into buyer season, October represented a month where doors that were closed for buyers in the home search process began to open and began to open up a little bit more, doors that were previously closed or hard to open, so that buyers could have a little bit breathing room in this still hot real estate market. And so the report even talked about how even though during the process of buying a home and how it was hard and how it's still a hot market because of the seasonal effects, there was still a little bit of breathing room for buyers. So what's going on now? This report looks at November. And so the biggest thing that we saw in November was a drastic decrease in inventory, with people continuing to buy and sell in droves. And this makes sense because it's winter time, it's buyer season, it's getting close to the holidays, no one wants to sell or put their home on the market. And inventory just represents the active supply of properties on the market. And this is calculated by taking the amount of properties that are listed for, that are active or are pending at the end of the month and on the last days of the month. And so if inventory is rising, there's less pressure for home prices to decrease. And when we talk about month supply of inventory, it refers to the number of months it would actually take for a current inventory of houses on the market to sell given the sales price. So from the October to November, we saw a staggering 33.41% decrease in month-end active inventory, dropping to 2,248. And so over the past 5 years, month-end active inventory has dropped between 23% in 2016 and 27% in 2019. So what does this mean? This means that if inventory stays the course and would dropped 25% this year, we will go into 2022 with about 1,600 active properties to buy from. That's crazy low. This is drastically lower than the end of 2020 and would lead to even more competitive buyer market and in a competitive year. So what does this mean for 2022? This means it's going to be a wild and a competitive ride, and we're in store for historic numbers and most likely another crazy season and market, just as we saw last summer. And so what does this mean for buyers then? While it may be common for buyers to take their foot off the gas during the holiday season to spend time with family, this is the year to put the pedal to the metal and trying to find a property. Interest rates are low, so looking what others aren't will give one a competitive advantage, and that's what you need. And you need to take all the competitive advantages that you can during this time. The goal right now, if you're a home buyer, is not to buy your dream home. We'll worry about that in the future. The goal right now is to buy a home, get a property, because buying a home will mean instant equity in this market. There are already no homes. It's gonna be competitive. And once you get into a home, your home equity and your home appreciation will increase by about 5 or 6% every single year. So right now, it's not about buying a dream home. We'll get you there. But right now, it's about buying a home in general. And I will also say to buyers, don't forget about condos and townhomes. I know that everyone's dream is to buy a home where you don't have to share walls, but buying condos and buying townhomes are another way to build equity. Look at it as a stepping stone process. Get into a condo now, live in it for a year, then you build equity, then move out, use that equity to put down a down payment, then keep that condo, start renting it out, start building income from that, and then just start building your wealth through real estate. So I will say, for you home buyers, what this all means, get into a property. We'll find your dream home in a few years, don't worry. Or get in, and don't forget about townhomes and condos. What does this mean for sellers then? If you're looking to sell and can wait until May, wait until June or July or April to sell, because your goal is, I'm guessing, is to get the top dollar for your home. And so if you're waiting until then to get the top dollar for your home, because it's going to be another crazy market most likely, what should you be doing now? What you should be doing now is getting in touch with me. Let's get a comparative market analysis done in your home, where I will come and look at the other homes in the area, see what they've sold for, and see what your home is worth. And we can talk about what your home is worth and what it would most likely sell for. And what do you need to be doing now to increase the sale price of your home? And the way we typically do that is by staging and home renovations. This last summer, when we were selling homes, we saw home prices go for $40,000 to $50,000 to $60,000 over asking price. Now, I don't have a crystal ball, so I don't know if that's going to happen this year. But my guess is from the information that we have, it's going to be another crazy competitive year. So it's very possible. So my question to you is, if you could spend $5,000, $8,000, $10,000 on your kitchen, on your home, and it would guarantee you $50,000 extra, would you do it? And I would hope that you'd say yes. Why would you not do it? That's such a great investment. And I would be telling you, let's sit down, let's talk together. Let's see what you need to be doing to make your home the most desirable home that is out there, so that people are more willing to pay the $30,000, $40,000, or $50,000 extra over asking price. So I want to say, start making your home the most desired home in their neighborhood, and start doing it now. And what does this mean for you investors? If you are investing, literally right now is the time to buy a home. It is buyer season still. Interest rates are low. Now is the time to build your wealth through real estate. Buy a home, and in less than a year, we'll refinance. We'll get rid of the private mortgage insurance. You'll be building equity. You'll build your life. You'll build your wealth. You'll build your legacy through real estate. And this is a process that normally takes 10 years before you can get rid of private mortgage insurance. And in the last year, we've been able to get people to refinance in less than a year. So why not, for you buyers, sellers, and investors, why not start building a life? Why not start building wealth? Why not start building a legacy through real estate? And why not start doing it now? If you thought 2021 was going to be crazy, based on the numbers, we are in for a wild ride in 2022. So reach out to me. Let's talk about what this all means. Let's talk about what the best options for you are as a buyer, as a seller, or a real estate investor. Let's sit down and talk. And if you have questions, please reach out. I would love to talk with you.